witness in the archive. The archive does not only build machines, doctrines, songs, and houses. It also builds a person, not a person in the thin autobiographical sense. Not merely a memoir-self placed on the page, but a figure who gradually becomes legible through recurrence. That figure increasingly is William. To call the William cycle self-portraiture is true but incomplete. These are not portraits of personality alone. They are portraits of function. William appears not simply as the one who feels, but as the one who detects, measures, recalibrates, refuses, carries, and answers. He is the room reader, the sentence puller, the one who cannot unknow what he knows. The one who is feared not because he is loud, but because he makes things honest. In this sense, the self-portrait is also a witness portrait.
That distinction matters. Modern self-portraiture often emphasizes interiority, vulnerability, memory, trauma, and identity. The William materials contain those things, but their center of gravity is elsewhere, in burden, role, and consequence. The question is not merely who am I, but what happens when I enter a room. What line do I hold? What pressure do I carry? What does it cost to notice and not look away? This is why so many of the strongest William lines are not confessional in the usual sense. They are functional. He lowers the room. He'll pull a sentence out of joint and make it report. William makes rooms honest. The self is being painted through a fade. Self-portraiture is also inseparable from lineage. The archive makes clear that witness is not born whole in the speaker. It is inherited, breathed into him through land, weather, and granddaddy's southern-facing wing. William is not merely self-made, he stands in inherited shade. That is why the self-portrait is also a continuation portrait. He is what happens when an old attention survives into a new voice. The songs complicate this further by refusing to let William become a clean hero. The best pieces insist on burden over crown, necessity over glory, cost over thrill. Necessary ain't a crown. One song says, another insists he did not volunteer. He simply did not look away. This is crucial. It keeps witness from becoming vanity, and self-portraiture from becoming self-worship. The figure is strongest not when he boasts of force, but when he admits the cost of being unable to stop seeing. Finally, the William cycle reveals something broader about the archive as a whole. It does not separate writing from witness. To write is not only to express, but to hold, sort, expose, and carry. In that sense, self-portraiture in the archive is never merely representational. It is operational. The self is shown in what it can bear, what it refuses, what it names, and what kind of silence it will not swallow. William is not just the man in the picture. He is the pressure the picture exerts when it enters the room.